my god. Those neighbors' light is bright as shit. Yeah, both of their lights. They have two big ass bright lights over there. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Bobby? I'm just trying to figure out how to get the neighbors' lights out of my camera view. They have a super bright ass light right over here to the top left corner. And if I kind of turn it that way, there's like another bright ass light. Anyways, I was planning on coming home and just getting straight to setting up my gear for tomorrow, but since it was my birthday, I had 4 managers and 6 employees buy me fucking shots, so I got lit before I got here. My girlfriend bought me, or I mean, basically my wife, who've been together 19 years, but we don't do the marriage thing. But she bought me 4 Loko, so now I'm chilling with my 4 Loko after all those shots. I'll just have to gear up at the dock tomorrow, probably. Or before you get there. Wait a minute, are you even still there or am I talking to myself? It says 0 on my window. Chat. Anyways, if you are still there, that pin map that you showed me, that is literally where you park. You go up to Lincoln Memorial Garden, and there's the parking spaces right in front of the entrance. It's right on that main road. And then if we follow that main road right down the street a few miles, we're at the dock. You're lit right now too. We went. Oh yeah, cause you were at a wedding today. I know you're about as lit as I am because it's my birthday. I'm just curious. See, StreamYard is telling me there's 0 people watching, but you just commented again, so you're here. I don't get it. And Valerie's here. Hey Val, love you. You've been one of the main popper inners from the beginning. According to Streamlab or StreamYard up here, though, I have 0 chatters. But I'm looking at Straight to the Point, which is doing a collaboration with me tomorrow, and I'm looking at you, and it says nobody's here. 7 shots of Crown in an hour. Yeah, I did about 8 shots of Fireball, and then now, like I said, I'm drinking that 4 Loko, which is my favorite. When I'm out on the lake or I have to leave here and go somewhere, I just drink Budweiser because it's cheap and easy and doesn't affect me. But when I'm getting lit, it's that 4 Loko, watermelon and fruit punch. Anyways, I'm going to scroll back to see what you said back there with your big paragraph, Bobby. Live right now too. Hang on, that's good. Yeah. Yes, 4 Loko. Anyways, I really am totally stoked about tomorrow, Bob. It's fucking awesome, man. You mentioned that, like, I don't know, when you first said something, it was like maybe a month ago, and I'm like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll take a screen capture so I remind myself to email you. Well, I forgot all about it, but one night I was fucking lit up, and I started scrolling back to my screenshots to see what the hell I had in my camera, and I saw your email. I was like, oh, holy shit, yeah. I was supposed to email him about something. And I remember in that email, I said, hey, I don't remember what we were talking about. But I remember I was supposed to email you. And now here we are tomorrow. Gonna be up on the dock looking for cats and bass. even if my bite's slow on the catfish, I think you're gonna do well because you're into like the bass and crappie and whatever. And there's two big channels there, a bunch of brushes and rocks, and plenty of open water too. If you want to go like crankless lip bait deep in the water or whatever. Hey Lance, what's up, man? Hey, thanks for adding me on Facebook, brother. You and Becca. I was at work still, but my phone was next to me because I still had it by me when I was watching the charity event today. And all of a sudden, I saw that my phone lit up, that I had a notification, and you were there first, and then Becca was like 5 minutes later. I'm like, holy shit, Lance and Becca found me on Facebook. Turner in the house. Because it didn't look like hardly anybody else was. I don't know. I think Epic might still be live. I don't know. I scrolled through my things though, and I didn't see any live events still going on. But I'm assuming if I kept scrolling past the 5,000 people I subscribed to, I might have saw Epic down there somewhere. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely get something. I'll tell you what, Bobby. If nothing else, we'll catch little panfish off the fucking corner of my dock no matter what. Because I catch bait fish there all day long. So you can sit there and catch bluegills, crappies, whatever, little bait fish no matter what. But I know I've caught 5 pound bass out of that area. So they're there. I caught a muskie there before. I've caught plenty of catfish. I've caught 30-pound catfish off that dock before too. So everything is there. You'll see when you get there. You'll understand because you know how to read water. Once you see the location, you're gonna be like, okay, fuck Mike, I'm going over here to do my thing. Trust me, there's two big main channels, and then there's like the whole main lake thing. So it's a beautiful spot as long as the boaters aren't there, and as long as somebody else ain't on the dock before we get there. Yeah, he's still like, yeah, I figured he was. Him and Sean are fucking awesome. I love them. That would be my main mission. Oh my god, if one day I could just save up some money and say, "Hey, Epic, can I come fishing with you guys?" Because they are technically close to me, not super close, but close enough. Sean, actually, Catfish Hero, Sean has actually popped into a couple of my lives and said, "Hey," in the past, and he's mentioned me when he's been on a boat with Epic and said, "Hey, that's that Mike's that fished us out of Springfield, Illinois," because you know they the Illinois River thing and the Mississippi River thing and whatever. So that's just awesome when somebody like that gives you a little shout out. That's amazing. Somebody you look up to, like, oh my god, I love what they do, and then you hear them say, "Hey, yeah, that's that guy out of Springfield, Illinois." It's like, oh shit. My wife's coming. She said we'll find that crappie and bass. She'll do her thing. We'll do ours. Yeah, absolutely, man. And I mean, shit. As far as I'm concerned, even if you guys want to do your own thing on the little bank or the other parts of the channel and shit and do your own thing. It ain't like you gotta try to highlight me. Uh I'm just hoping I get reception out there and can run my live too. But if not, if I can get a little bit on your camera, hopefully that'll be enough. But the only thing I've done on that dock so far was the videos. I haven't tried a live out there yet. My first lives was the last couple of weeks when I did those little spots at my other spots. Oh yeah, yeah, I know, Mike. I'm like I said, I'm not worried about trying to be big or get the big people, but I was just shocked as shit like that one night when you dropped my link at the end of Brian B's feed, and all of a sudden y'all did a raid on my channel, and I had like Brian B. Has, Lower the Explorer, Big Mike. Bunch of people are coming in and just busting my chat room up. I'm like, holy shit. And then uh Bobby will get to see tomorrow when I show him my little phone setup. Maybe he'll understand. I can only see 2 chats at a time on my phone. It's that small. So when they were yelling at me like, hey, you're not keeping up with the chat, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Number one, I just had 30 people raid my chat. Number two, I can only see 2 chats at a time. Parker just landed a 40-pounder. Blue. Nice. uh, you do everything right, Tanner. I mean, I'm actually just happy that you pop into my streams. Like, fucking Turner, you're everywhere. Especially when I found out you were shenanigan like a motherfucker with Grim Reaper and all that shit. Talk about something. I see so many new names in here. I thought it was because Rich and Leo popped in for a minute. And Rich and Leo was like, I shared you out. But that's when I broke off on a big ass fucking flathead over in the tree. So I was taking time. Like, I wasn't reading the chat. I'm fucking around with trying to retie. And then I look over and I see people talk about how many new names they saw. And I'm like, oh, that's probably because Rich and Leo said he shared me out on the UK. No, it's because fucking Grim Reaper and who else was it? God dang it. Angleraholics. Uh why am I drawing a blank on his name right now? Too many shots. It's my birthday. I got too many shots bought for me. Anyways, Liz's brother brought his little extra thing in there too, and you guys were pulling shenanigans. I thought I had 14 new names, but it was just like 3 of you with 4 new names apiece, I think. Grim Reaper. Oh my god, why am I not remembering Liz's brother's name right now? I'm mad about that because I fucking love him. The bait catcher. Mike's fishing, that's how I met Mike T. I was hopping several eyes. Mike T was modding every channel. I was like, damn, Mike T, you're moderating every channel. Yeah, Mike T is all over the place. Although I was laughing at Avid too, because Avid obviously is a beast and he's a moderator on a lot of channels and he does a lot of great shit. Like, I like who he gets as interviewees and things like that. He puts on a good show, but he's also a moderator in a lot of places. But the thing I'm laughing at is the night he was in my channel, the night I caught that fishing pole with the catfish, he's like, I'm not a moderator. I don't think I've ever been not a moderator. And I said, oh, I'll fix that. And I did. I've made him a moderator, just like a few other people. But I was laughing because within this last week since then, I've been in at least 3 or 4 chats where I've seen him not have a wrench. I was like, hey, I thought you said this was the first time you weren't a wrench. Yes, James, that's his name. Jesus Christ, why was I drawing a blank on that? Thank you, Valerie. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on the whole James thing. Jesus Christ. Literally, I'd say when I had 12 followers, Liz and James was probably like one of my first 2. I still can't believe I'm doing a goddamn stream from our front porch again. 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be fishing with freaking Bobby Blade tomorrow. I seriously came home. All my shit's still in my car. I have my ice chest, my bait bucket, my bait knife, and all that. My tackle bag and all that shit still in the car from the last time I went fishing. I was gonna come home, break it out tonight, rig it up for tomorrow, but since it was my birthday and all these motherfuckers bought me shots, I've basically had a half a bottle of Fireball, and then came home. My girl got me Loco, so this is my second for Loco. I'm like, hell, let me throw up some live. Mike's fishing. I think I came around. You hit me up first. Yeah, it was early on because like I said, I was watching people like Catfish Dave, um, Douglas. Obviously, everybody knows Douglas as one of the fucking original OGs. Steve Douglas. I watched Steve Douglas, Catfish Dave. Um, I watched Milliken fishing, even though I don't really like his stuff as much because he's more of a bass fisherman, but he's also done some catfish shit with like Josh. I love Josh from what's his not Thai Pig Patrol. His is Pig Patrol TV is actually I think what it is. They used to do a collab, but they split off. I don't like Ty as much, but he's okay. But I like Josh from Pig Patrol TV. His lady, I like following her too now. Boo, he calls her. Anyways, so I'm watching all these type of people, and one day Chunky Cats came up as a random, uh, like suggestion. Chunky Cats. So I watched it, and I'm watching this amazing, beautiful, like light show. But he was still on the bank. I hadn't seen him in no boat at that point. He was still on the bank. But I'm watching this fucking big fat goofy. Just his personality, his smile, his laugh. It's contagious. He's rocking it out. These people are coming up to him on the bank, talking to him. Whatever. It's just like amazing show with the lights and everything. And then obviously, while I was in Chunky Cats, I'm seeing all these other people, and I start getting interested, and then I see moderators dropping links. So I click these links, and that's how I started finding most of you, was moderators dropping links in that first Chunky video I watched live. And I'm just thrilled as shit. All these different personalities. You got crazy ass motherfuckers like Dobson. I love Dobson channel because I'm a crazy motherfucker too. And then I see these people like Palmetto Cats and Eric Burnside and whatever who are like totally like clean family fun. And so when I'm there, I behave. You won't see me say hell or heck or no. I'll say heck instead of hell. I'll say, oh, whatever instead of like, God damn it. I mind my manners because these people are putting out content that I'm enjoying myself watching, and I don't want to not be able to see it, so I behave when I'm there. When it comes to my channel, no holds barred, really. Greetings, Mr. Duggar. The third moon around Saturn or something. Yeah, it really does, Valerie. His little laugh and whatever, and it's just contagious. His personality is just all out there. Plus, he caught good cats and put on a good show from the bank as it was. But then when he got his boat, obviously it gets crazier. He's like pulling in 3 50-pounders in a row. But that is literally the first accidental show that I saw after watching Steve Douglas and Catfish Dave and all of the, kind of OGs to this catfish YouTube shit. He was the first one that came up as a random, like, suggested review, and I found all of you guys through him. And holy hell, I've only been doing this 2 months, and I have a damn show tomorrow with Bobby Blades. straight to the point. I love it. I actually love that name. I'm sorry, I know your name is Bobby and stuff, but I love that name. Straight to the point. Because that's me all the way too. Like, I don't give a damn. You like me or you don't, I don't care. I'm actually kind of a hobbit. This is why this is weird that I'm going to be meeting up with you tomorrow. Um, I'm a homebody. I like to sit at home and get fucked up. I like to spend time with my family. That's it. I don't have like friends overall because I generally don't like people just when I meet them in person. But this community, I've gotten enthralled with. Like I enjoy watching you guys, and I'm just like, oh my god, I could totally see trying to be part of that, and I feel like I'm starting to get there. So this is going to be the first step of awesomeness. Me and you out on a fucking dock fishing. I'm so fucking thrilled about doing that. And Lance, I know you're part of this community, but I'm kind of curious because the first time I ever saw you in my feed was actually on my short. Did you randomly find my short, or did you find me because I was talking to somebody else's chat? I'm curious about that. Because according to YouTube Studio, you joined when you clicked my little short that said "Let's go fishing," and it shows the carp and the channel cat and the blue cat and the big 32-pound flathead and all that shit. So, did you find me because I was talking on this community, or did you randomly find me from that stupid short that I created? I'm curious about that, Lance. Because according to YouTube Studio, that's when you joined. Was holy shit! So it was from the short. What a small world. Because I know you're in every single one of these community people. Like every video I watch, live or not live, that I comment on, I see your name too. I'm like, this guy is definitely a part of this community. But I just remember the very first time I ever saw your name was in a reply to that short, and then YouTube Studio or whatever you call that, the little monitor thing, said that you had joined my channel from that short. That's awesome, man. So fucking random, but yet almost universal, like meant to be. I hope so, Val. I hope we get some watches. I mean, because I haven't looked ahead to tomorrow to see who's going live or whatever, and I just felt I actually didn't care this time. I usually try to mind that shit, and I'll look around and see who's doing what, and I'll try not to, especially because I'm small, so it probably won't even matter if I try to go live when a bunch of people that are big are live. Nobody's even going to recognize it because they're already in those, big channels. But tomorrow, I'm just doing it. I don't care. Any views or not, don't care. It's about having fun, about getting out there on the fucking water because it's the only day I'm going to be able to do it. Monday says 50 to 60% chance of rain, and Tuesday says 70 to 80% chance of rain. Sunday's my only day to go fishing. Sunday is the day that Bobby says he can hook up with me and go fishing. So I'm doing it live tomorrow. Period. Anybody there or not, I'ma have fun. Yeah, straight to the point. You said the wife's coming with you too. Uh, and then I think you said like the kids staying home, or like you're not bringing your son this time, so you get a little more time out there. If I recall right, there's ever going live tomorrow at different times, but you can't worry about the overlapping times. Yeah, I mean that's serious, Mike. Like normally I would say like I'm not trying to compete with nobody because I'm fucking new. I'm not trying to get no subs because I don't give a damn. I'm trying to have a good fucking time. I love fishing. It's all about fishing for me. I just started this and I need to get, some content up here and there. So I'm going to do it when I can. This is one of those times where I just got to go. Views or not, I got to go. If I had to, I'll cut out video later and put it up as video content. She probably will, Bobby. I will tell you one thing. Oh my God, this is actually hilarious, Bobby. Okay, so you're bringing your wife to this dock with us. My lady, let's see, my son is 18 now. He just turned 18 a few days ago. My woman, I call her my woman. Sometimes I call her my wife, even though we're not married because we just don't believe in the whole marriage thing. But we are married and we ain't going nowhere. I'm hers, she's mine. Anyways, about 19 years ago, I fished on this dock overnight and she slept on the dock and I kept waking her up to grab the net because I kept catching 20 pounders. This was way back. I mean, we're talking like 19 years ago. I'm like, hey, baby, wake up. I need the net. So she was actually pregnant with my son and sleeping on the dock. And then I would stomp on the dock to wake her up and be like, baby, grab the net. And she'd come grab the net and net my fucking fish up. So full circle. My lady was sleeping on the dock while she was pregnant with my son. Now here you and your wife come fishing with us on that same dock. Beautiful. And like I said, I'm actually bringing. I gotta test it in the morning to make sure it still reels, but it still reeled that night when I was live and caught that fucking catfish on it. I'm gonna bring the rod and reel that I fished out of the water and save that catfish's life on. I'm gonna turn that into a bait pole. But if the string is strong enough, I might actually put just like a little fucking half-ounce weight on it and cast it out. Put a brick on the thing and see if I can catch another catfish on it. I don't know. I'm catching something on that rod and reel though, because that was crazy. Oh yeah, she's definitely a keeper, man. It will be 19 years on Halloween. That's our anniversary. I ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She is mine, Duggar. I'm hers. True supporter. Be right there. See, yeah, she crashed out on a dock, man. She was literally asleep, like. But yeah, when I say, "Hey, get up and net the fish," she jumped up and netted my fish. Uh, STTPO, Bobby, you will love Illinois if you're from one of those places that says a 2 rod minimum, or I mean a 2 rod maximum. Illinois has a 50 hook limit in any combination except for limb lines. I don't know why. You can trout line, you can jug fish. You just can't limb line, like go down a river and tie a string to a limb and throw it in a river. For some reason, they say you can't do that. But unless the body of water you're fishing has a sign, like I have a water boy that I go to occasionally that is amazing for trout and bass and stuff, but catfishing there sucks because they only have channels. So, but they have a sign posted that says 2 hook maximum. So you have to follow that because that's what they say. But as far as Illinois state law, it's 50 hooks. That means you can have 50 poles with 1 hook or 25 poles with 2 hooks, etc. So it's damn near unlimited is what you might as well say. who the fuck has 50 poles or 25 poles, you know? So that means, you know, you could have like 10 poles thrown out with fucking a 5-hook sabiki rig or something, you know, whatever. So yeah, it's you might as well consider it almost unlimited. It's a 50 hook limit. Unless the body of water says elsewise, but the lake doesn't. The main lake that we're going to be fishing, Lake Springfield, it does not have a hook limit posted. So you would follow the state law, which means 50 hooks. So you're straight to the point. 3 rods max in Indiana. Yeah, no, you ain't got to worry about that here. And then as far as, like I said the other night, I know that I think it was actually you that tried to point it out when I netted up that dead bass that was swimming by because it was dead. It was just floating by. It was a spotted bass. It wasn't a largemouth. Largemouths have a limit here. It's got to be 15 inches. It was not a largemouth though. It was a spotted bass. Spotted bass does not have a limit. That's why I was able to just pick them up and throw them on the hook and throw them out. Crappie, largemouths, and channel cats pretty much have limits here. Other than that, almost every fish here has no limit. Even though bluegill is our state fish, it's not illegal to fish with bluegill as cut bait or live bait. Oh, you're welcome, Turner. I try to support the fucking community when I can. I mean, I live paycheck to paycheck. Like, I'm pretty much fucking broke right now because of what I did. I bought the lose rod, which I told my girl about. I was like, hey, I overspent on a rod technically. I was like, but I'm trying to support these people who support this community. So that's why Brad Cahill is gonna get my sinker purchases from now on. Patriot James is going to get my purchase when I finally can put some money aside to get those Patriot James floats, things like that. I will buy more gear and stickers from people when I can, but this week I've just kind of splurged a little on myself. I said, "Fuck it, it's my birthday week." Just like the Fish a Wish, I really don't have $70 to blow, but I did. I spent 50 during the pre-show, and then I spent 20 today during the live. Because it's a great cause and it's supporting the community that I'm trying to become part of and enjoy. So I'd rather spend my money on that shit than, oh, hey, I can buy another 2 6-packs of local or something, you know? Mike's our crappie is 25 total limit, no size limit. Oh, so they don't have to be a certain size. Black bass is 14 inches, most waters unless specifically limited. White bass is 10 total, no size limit. Okay, so 2 of them, you don't even have to have a size limit. So they could be 1 inch or 30 inch, doesn't matter. No size limit. Oh, I know, Turner. I'm just starting to. I feel bad because I know he's going through a lot. I just feel antsy because I'm used to that Amazon style shit. Like I buy it and it's on my doorstep in 1 day or 2. I bought it last Thursday. I haven't heard back from him, and it's not on my doorstep. We have porch pirates though, so I'm like, shit, did it hit my doorstep and somebody stole it? So I'm not worried about it. I fucking know Lou's legit, so I'm not too worried about it. But just because of how I'm used to getting my mail, I'm like, I'm getting antsy because I want it so bad. Especially because I saw Stan and them catch the sturgeon. What wasn't that a medium? If I recall right, that was a medium action. I bought the fucking medium heavy, or at least that's what I told him when I sent the email back. when I showed them the proof of purchase. And my email said, here's my address. And I want the medium heavy. So I'm like, shit, if they caught that big ass sturgeon on a medium, I'm straight. So far to date, my biggest fish is only 70 pounds. So if they got a 200-pound plus sturgeon on a medium, I ain't worried about what the fuck that lure gonna do for me. Someone stole 20 pounds of dog food off the porch with 20 minutes of delivery from Amazon. You're right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Bobby. Like, it happens here. Like, we literally have a Facebook group because we live in a village, actually. Even though technically my address is Springfield, Illinois, my bank is Springfield, Illinois, my shipping address is Springfield, Illinois, woo, woo, woo. But technically, I live in the village of Jerome. And there is literally a Facebook group dedicated to the fucking people talking about people breaking into their cars, stealing shit from their back porches and garages and their front porches and all that. We have the porch pirate shit issue around here. So that's the only thing that's kind of worried me. Like, dude, how come I haven't heard from you? Like, can you tell me when I should expect the ride so I can watch out for it? But at the same time, I know he's got a lot of shit going on, so I'm not gonna fucking pester him about it. I told my woman to watch for it. Told my kids to watch for it, but you know they're back in school now too. So 5 days out of the week, they're not going to be able to watch for it. And I'll be at work 12 hours a day, and my girl works 12 hours a day too. But we work opposite days, so it should work out to where somebody should see when it comes to the porch. Right, Val. That's kind of what it is. Like people, talk about it on there. Now, see, I don't pay attention to it. My lady does. She's in the group, and she's always the one telling me, like, "Oh, our neighbors 2 houses down had their car broken into, and woo woo woo." And I'm like, "Well, shit." So far, it ain't happened here, except for a couple porch pirates. We did have a few things taken off the porch, but once we emailed the company back, it's like, "Hey, we didn't get our product because you know." It's been 3 weeks and it's still ain't here, and we got a shipping confirmation that it was delivered. So we got it replaced. But that's not the type of thing you can do usually with independent people. You text them back and say, "Hey, yeah, it says it's shipped, but we didn't get it." They're gonna be like, "Well, that's not our fault." Generally speaking. So that's the only one thing I'm worried about. I mean, that was a major kind of purchase for me to support somebody and help myself because I want that beautiful fucking rod. It's I've seen it in action from Chunky to Liz to everybody else. I'm like, oh, fucking want that. Tried to win it a few times, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna wait for that. Fuck it. I saved up for like 3 paychecks. I put a few bucks away from the last 3 paychecks, and then went ahead and messaged them on Facebook to ask them, hey, how do I buy this? Because I didn't see exactly how to. So he messaged me back and told me, the PayPal thingy. So that's why I created Mike's Fishing Home at hotmail.com was how I was able to actually create the PayPal link. So that's technically the email I'm going to use for like giveaways and shit like that when I can do some giveaways. And it's also how technically that's my PayPal now. So if I want to say, hey, if you want to show some love, that's my PayPal. But I ain't worried about that. I work for my money and I support other people. I ain't worried about trying to do that. But that I did that to select, and I think that's how you do Brad Cahill too. Because I messaged him one time and said, "Hey, I got like, if you're going to singers now, but eventually I'm going to need some singers. I'm going to come to you." And what he did was he sent me an email. I'm assuming that email is a PayPal link. Is this chat stuck or I'm like rambling? I look up, it's the same chat. But yeah, eventually I am gonna try to make some purchases like sinker packs and hooks and some leaders and things like that, some floats, put some shit together to where I can do the giveaway. I researched a couple days ago how to run the hashtag generator. It's not even technically connected to StreamYard, but you can share a screen on StreamYard and go to that hashtag generator where you enter in your channel chat and then, you know, say this is the hashtag to follow, and that's how it works. Got 15 pounds of sinkers from him the other day. Yeah, that's something I want to do. I'd probably do like, just buy the basic ass sinkers, some 2 ounces and 4 ounces and whatever else, and then do a giveaway of those because that's your general. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna buy the 12 and whatever ounces and things. Uh, Although I will tell you one thing, Turner. I think you talked about using those 12 ounces and maybe 16 ounces, just like the 16 hooks. Uh, I fucking will say one thing. I think I would need some sinkers almost that big for when I go to Shelbyville Spillway, because I fish in there with 4 ounce weights, and my shit moves like 100 yards from where I cast it. I'll put it in, and it seems like it sinks down. It seems like I hit bottom. But then all of a sudden, my line is like about 100 yards that way from where it was. Like slowly, it ain't like it just rips over there in a heavy current, but it definitely drags across that bottom slowly. And even though I cast way up into the spillway, next thing I know, my shit's way out into the river part almost. So I got to scroll this. Like I said, it only shows 2 chats at a time on this tiny ass phone when it's sideways. My circle hooks suck. The eye isn't solid. Circle. Oh my god, really? How's your circle hook not closed, Bobby? What the hell? Where are you getting those hooks from? 4, 8, 12 for you. Yeah, I use 2 to 4 generally. There were some times where I would hook 2 4 ounces on because I like those little disc weights. So I would hook and the cannonballs. I like the cannonballs and I like the disc. And then I have the sinker slides, so you can quickly edit too. I can technically take a 4 and a 2 and make a 6. You know what I mean? So, but generally, yeah, I've never done the whole 12 ounce, 16 ounce things like that. Makes me skeptical of using snail. Well, see, you're talking about a snail, Bobby. I'm sorry, I'm a retarded fisherman. I use no knots. As far as snails and the slips and whatever, woo, I don't know nothing about all that. I've watched YouTube videos on it, and I'm like, yeah, all of that seems okay, but all I do is this. I'm gonna tell you, I'll take a damn hook and I'll take a damn line, and I go like this, whoop, and I put it up through there, and I put a little loop through there, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Sometimes up to about 12. Pull it tight. Well, I wet it. Pull pull it tight, and then loop it again 8, 9, 10 times, wet it and pull it. I don't use any of the Snells and the slips and the whatever and all these different knots that are out there. I'm fucking 46 years old and I've never tied an actual technical proper knot on any kind of rig. I got 15 pounds of egg sinkers from Brad a couple weeks ago. 1 ounce and 2 ounce. Yeah, those egg sinkers are good too. That's what I used almost all my life until recently. Once I got into the sinker slides, I started using the cannonballs and the disc. And there's a few other bank sinkers that can go on to those. What do you call them? Jesus Christ! I just little slip thingies, sinker slides. The sinker slides I just like 'cause they seem to be a little smoother for pulling line through, so the fish is not feeling that weight unless if you have a stopper on there. Once they hit that stopper, then they're gonna start feeling that weight. But yeah, I like the sinker slides and the 2 to 4 ounce cannonballs and disc weights myself. I prefer. Yeah, see, you're talking like the polymer knot and all that. Like I know them as far as I've watched how to do them. I just don't do them. It's crazy. Use egg sinkers for salmon fishing. Yeah, egg sinkers were like the original, in my opinion, before sinker slides became a thing. I think the egg sinkers is what I loved back then too, because your line would just slip right through them. So until they hit a knot, a snag, or a stopper, there was no resistance of the weight. So when the fish would hit your bait and go running, that egg sinker would just slide up the line until it came really tight. There was no weight tension, so the fish did not get, spooked. And that's why I like the sinker slides too. It's the same thing. But yeah, you can put any weight on there as long as it can hook into the sinker slide. You gotta roll a cigarette here. I say use what you prefer and what works for you. Well, yeah, definitely. That's all you can do as a fisherman, man. You just do what you do, Bobby. As long as you can put a hook on and a weight on and a lure on or a bait on, you do what you do to catch fish. But I have watched all of these videos on how to tie the polymers and this and that, and how to maybe tie a certain rig to where if you lose it, you get everything back except for the hook or whatever. Certain things that I see about it. I just never really got into it. I'm like, yeah, I just tie my shit like this the whole time. Every time I tie a hook, it's a certain way. Every time I've tied the slip knots and whatever, and the bobbers on and the hooks on and whatever, it's just I just do this and pull it and do this and pull it. Cut the tag off. The only thing I would think of where knotting is definitely like an all out, you can't ignore it, is with fly fishing. I think if you're fly fishing, because of the different types and weights of flies and the different presentations you have to do and whatever else, I think that's a little more important in my opinion than catfishing. Because I can't think of a time I've ever lost a catfish, even my big ones. I've caught 30 and 40 pounders and above on my simple ass. Oh, look, I just did this and pulled it and did this and pulled it, cut the tag off. I've never lost a fish because it broke the knot. But when it comes to fly fishing, that shit seems pretty particular, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But hey, even though I fished all my life, I'm a fucking rookie. Maybe a better night would have. Here it goes again. I swear to God, every time I'm out here, this fucking car does this. And they're not delivering papers. They come in here blasting this music and they pull into this parking lot next to me. And they sit there for a minute and then they leave. But there's no paper. They don't get out of the car. They don't actually like drop off a newspaper. So I'm kind of curious what the fuck this is all the time. This car driving right here. Because they come at all different times too. 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Some of you that have seen me do this little weird live front porch bullshit, just rambling my drunk ass off, have seen this car. They're not dropping off newspaper. Oh, one time they almost backed into my car in the fucking parking lot. Here's my car. Here, let me grab my phone and see if I can show you. Ooh. Got my tripod with me. All right. So my car is sitting right here. There's my headlight. They have literally almost rammed my car in my parking lot before. They come here in the middle of the fucking night just ramming through these parking lots. They're not dropping off papers. They're not doing anything. They're just like pulling up into people's parking lots and then they take off. Usually bump a little bit of music and shit. Kind of crazy. Yeah. You remember that, Val? That's what I'm saying. This car comes through here and they go into different parking lots each time, like, or driveways, whatever you want to call them. Like I showed you, I just walked you over and showed you my headlight there. I can't show you my car because it's dark over there, but I'm like, oh, let me put it up close. So you saw my headlight. That car that just came pulling up in this driveway has literally flown up in my driveway before and almost rear-ended my fucking car. We don't get a newspaper here, so you got no business in my fucking driveway. It's crazy. Here he goes again, driving by. Same car. This time he's driving just all the way down to the stop sign. Is not stopping, just hooked a left. Didn't even stop at the stop sign. I don't know what it is. All I know is, goddamn, thank God for my coworkers because they lit me up with shots. Then my lady produced the 4 logos. Ah! Y'all probably couldn't see that, but the logo just flashed me in my eye. Fucking 46. A couple more years, I'll be 50. But the good news is, I think I've said this before in my lives, but the awesome news is we have worked our asses off, and we actually are going to own this house in 3 years. We own the car that I just showed you the headlight on, so there's no more payments on that. But it did fuck up a little while ago, and we just spent $700 to fix it. But it's paid off, so we only have to pay for like repairs and shit when it needs it. Her car is a hybrid, so it's awesome on gas mileage. The battery lasts like 10 years, things like that. But that'll be paid off in about 4 years. So we own the house and both cars in 4 years. That's good news. Still young, my ass. 46 years old, and I've been doing the food service industry for 31 years. So I started when I was technically illegal to work, but back then you could do that in certain places. So, been in the food service industry illegally and legally ever since I was able to work. Everything from a busser to the general manager. The last 6 years I've been cooking. That's why I wanted to eventually do more on the home cooking shit, especially during the winter because we don't have ice fishing around here. Like, there's no body of water around here that will allow you to get on the ice. But I am tempted, since I'm doing this YouTube thing now. If our main lake does not fully freeze over, which I don't know if it does or not, because I normally don't go out there during that season. But if I go out there and notice that it's not completely frozen over, it's just, cold, I might throw on my gear to protect against the cold and fucking fish my face off in the winter too. We'll see. We will see. I will be 62 on the 21st of this month, Duggar. A couple days after me. My son was the 10th. I'm the 18th. You the 21st? Like, I'm gonna head to bed. Yeah. All right. I'll text you in the morning. Ah, God damn it. See two things flash and I can't see chat no more. Uh, the plan is to be on the road by 10 a.m. Grab our fishing license and meet you up. All right. Yeah. Just I'm telling you, if you go to that Lincoln Memorial Gardens, the parking is literally right there on that road. You will be on East Lakeshore Drive, and you'll be driving, and you'll see where it says like parking in, or it'll say like crosswalk in 1,000 feet or something like that. So you get there, and you're in front of Lincoln Memorial Gardens, and they have vertical parking like this right off the road. And that's the road that we also need to get to the docks, which is right around the corner, a couple miles. So, nah, Bobby. Hell, I was supposed to come home and get my gear ready for them, but I might have to just get it ready early in the morning before I head to the lake, or maybe fix it up once I get to the lake. You might be already spinning for bass before I have my pole set up. Yeah, I'll be there, and obviously, if not, you just give me a text, man. Hey, what's up, polar bear? We're just saying goodnight to Bobby, who is gonna be fishing fucking live with me tomorrow, man. Me and Bobby gonna be on the water. I'm just chilling here, sitting here. I was gonna come home and get ready for tomorrow, but my coworkers kind of got me lit up for my birthday, and my girl also bought me some beers, so I got lit up and said, "Fuck it, let me go sit on my porch and talk to some people and try to promote tomorrow a little bit because I'm stoked." By the way, everybody, Polar Brother Chad, it's just an awesome dude. Obviously, everybody knows what he did for Dobson with getting him to connect with the sun and stuff, but he was the very first person that like got my phone number and sent me a message when I first started trying this live shit. He's like, "Hey, me and Beck are in there, and we're letting people know that you can't hear them because I started on Streamlabs and I didn't know how to get the chat app up there, so I couldn't see nobody." And Polar Bear texted me and was like, "Yeah, you're right. There's, some of us in here and you don't see us. So me and Becca are letting people know that you can't see them." So that was awesome that Polar was on it right away. Becca was in there with him and letting people know, hey, he's not ignoring you. He just can't see you. But yeah, just in case you didn't know, Polar, that's what's going on tomorrow, brother. In just a few hours. Let's see, what time is it? 2 o'clock in the morning almost. Yeah, me and straight to the point, Bobby Blade's gonna be fishing live tomorrow together. I hope I get reception. If not, hopefully he gets reception. But he can do his own thing. I'll be doing my own thing, or we'll be doing it together, whatever works. But he's had a wedding here in Illinois, about 85 miles from me. So he's gonna come down here and hook up with me, and tomorrow do some fishing. My first YouTube collab with such a great guy after only doing this 2 months. I'm just stoked. Couldn't be happier. Yeah, it is, Polar. Thank you, man. All right, tell my girl, though, I was like, hey, no matter what time I come in there, I need you to wake me up with the butt crack of fucking dawn so I can start getting some of my stuff ready. Swing by the gas station, get the bait and ice and beer and things like that, and head out to the spot where he's going to meet me at so I can take him to the dock. Which I know you know what's Doc Polar because I know you've seen most of my videos. You've commented on a lot of them, but that dock that I was fishing on, that's where I'm going to take him because I know he likes bass fishing and things like that. And that dock produces a lot of bass too, on top of good channel cats and blues and flats. But there's also crappie, bass, muskies, things like that there. So I think he'll have a good time throwing his baits, cranking. Ditch pickles. Right? The other thing, I mean, I enjoy bass. I ain't gonna lie, like I enjoy 'em when I accidentally catch them because I'll be bait fishing and catch like a fucking 3, 4, 5 pound bass. That's an amazing fight on a pole where you're trying to catch bluegill. So when all of a sudden your drag is like, you gotta put a thumb on it and hope your line don't break, and then you end up pulling in a 3 to 5 pound bass on a rig that you were trying to catch a, 6 ounce bluegill on. It's fun. So, but as far as actually targeting bass, I don't really do that. I know he does, and it's a good spot. I'm thinking he'll probably do well if he's using his bass gear and throwing out for a bass. It's a good spot for him. But it's also an amazing spot for catfish. So, all right, night, Duggar. You're probably already gone, but I just saw you saying night. Sorry. This thing, I got to show straight to the point tomorrow. This thing only shows like 3 max in general of the chat screen. That's why that night that you blew my chat up, Turner, by posting the link and the final minutes of Brian B, and then you actually got Has and fucking Two Stands and Laura and everybody over here, and the chat blew up, and I had almost 30 people watching. I'm like, I can only see like 2 comments at a time on this little ass phone, so that shit was blowing me up. I'm like, what the fuck? I need a host. I need a host with an iPad because I couldn't hardly see shit. Muscle relaxers. I got one of those I'm gonna do Monday. I would have loved to do it tonight, but I got shit I'm trying to do tomorrow. I would love to do it tomorrow, but I'm gonna be too high on other emotions. But Monday, I'm gonna do it because I'm off Monday and Tuesday. It's gonna be raining each one of those days, so I'm not going fishing. But I had this dude at work who, let's just say, bakes cookies. But woo, it's them cookies. I ate one about 3 weeks ago when it was thunderstorming for 3 days in a row, and I couldn't go fishing at all. And I felt that son of a damn butch. I felt that cookie for like 2 days. My back was relaxed. My shoulders was nice and loose. Oh, all right. I'm gonna beg for some shenanigans. Well, I was tempted to bring at first. I was tempted to charge up a Bluetooth speaker and plug into my phone so I could hear if I brought up a host to comment. But then I got thinking, I'm like, well, shit, if I do that, there's going to be feedback in the chat. I didn't know exactly how that works, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, shit, I'm gonna try to stabilize my phone and then walk around and do whatever, but then keep coming back to look at the chat and chit chat like I normally do. I don't know. Uh, all I know is I got a motherfucking Mike T t-shirt coming, not the Grim Reaper. I like the Grim Reaper aspect, honestly. Like I enjoy that double personality of the Grim Reaper. That's more my style, technically. But I'm fucking supporting Mike Turner, so that's why I want the Mike Turner shirt. So that's why I bought that one, man. Oh hell yeah! I mean, if you're around and you got time and you want to hop up there, shit, easily do a split screen because me and him technically are going to be live on our own things. Like I think obviously he's got his gear. He's been doing this longer, so he. As a matter of fact, I've seen him do some of his shit. It looks like he's got a GoPro thing, so he might have his GoPro strapped on for recording while also doing the StreamYard thing. So who the fuck knows? I haven't talk specifics with them, but I'm just gonna try to do my StreamYard thing. It works brilliantly from the house, obviously, and this is only 720. I could do the 1080 from here because I have that super high speed internet shit when I'm at home, so I could technically do it in 1080 from home, but I ain't worried about it. I'm just chilling on my fucking porch, getting drunk, having fun. So, um, he put noon on his, so I went ahead and changed mine to noon, but I technically don't know what time. I originally scheduled mine for 2 just because I didn't know when, and I said time to be determined. But then he sent me a text that he set his for noon and that he created a thumbnail. So I went and snatched his thumbnail and edited my time to be noon also and use his thumbnail also. So both of our lives look identical. It says noon and it has his thumbnail. And I am Central Standard Time. So I don't know if you're out east, it might be an hour later or an hour earlier, whatever you guys are. I don't know. Obviously, if it's the UK type people, it's going to be like 6 hours earlier, to them. But so it should be anywhere from like freaking 11 to 1 p.m. when we actually get started. I myself almost wanted to say, fuck it, I'm going to go out there and fish at the spot for 5, 6, 7 hours before he texts me. But I'm like, no, because I don't want to repack up all my shit and then drive way the fuck back down the road. So I'm just going to wait. If I get there before him, I might set my tripod up in my car and just chit chat live until he shows up and then be like, turn my camera. Oh, look, Bobby Blaze showed up and go from there. But yeah, I'm not that worried about it. I'm just stoked that I'm a I'm a 2 month freaking YouTuber, and here I am going to have a fucking YouTube with one of the people that I follow. So that's a beautiful thing. Fun times. But I am GMT -6, I guess you'd call it. Or in the States, we call it Central Standard Time. Sound like the cable company will be there between. But yet they show up at 9 o'clock instead, right? All right, 6 p.m. for people in the UK. So it's still technically early, almost prime time. You guys will be getting done having dinner. You got some time to come watch. Yeah, yeah, but that's because I enjoy you guys, Polar. I mean, shit, you too. Like I literally check every day. Does Polar have something new? Does Dobson have something new? Does Mike have something new? Like I browse through. Sometimes I can support fully, like chatting the whole time and enjoying myself and chit chatting. But I work 12-hour days, 4 days a week too. So sometimes all I can do is throw the channel on in the background to give them the watch hours. Like, hey, I'm watching, but I'm not really watching because I'm working. I cook in a high volume restaurant, so I can't always be in there the whole time. But occasionally I can peek in and say, hey, how's it going? Ooh, oh, I see some names I recognize. Let me wave and whatever. Oh, shit, there's a giveaway going on. Let me try to throw my hashtag up there and get in on the giveaway. But yeah, I'm trying to show that support and love the whole time because I enjoy when I can actually enjoy. So I'm going to also support when I can't enjoy, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. Like when I can sit there and chat the whole time, I watch a show for 3 hours and I'm there the whole time because I enjoy it. But then sometimes I'm at work and I can't really actually sit there the whole time, but I can peek in occasionally when I go to have a cigarette or the tickets stop rolling in and I get like 10 minutes where I can maybe check in, things like that. I'm gonna show the love, man. And I really don't think anybody could disagree with that. Like I don't think anybody could see me and recognize my name and be like, yeah, no, you know, he's not really a supporter. I just don't think so because I try to recognize everybody. There's times where I recognize people who I wave at them, talk to them, and I'm like, I know these people only have like 10 supporters, but I recognize them supporting everybody else, so I'm trying to support them by throwing them the wave and the love. And hey, have you checked this guy out yet? Sorry, I'm gonna scroll back this chat a little bit because I've been rambling for a minute with the Four Loco. After what you said, like it sparked like yeah, that's what it's about. I'm trying to show support in any way I can, but all right, there we go. I should be called 6 p.m. for UK. Yeah, could use for everyone else. Yeah, I tried to fuck the cable company. Hell yeah, Chad. I'm usually on too many lives. I don't have time to check new videos until it. Yeah, about that's same thing with me. Like I'll check people's shit when I can. You know, it's like I'm watching this one live, then I'll switch over here and watch that one live, and I'll switch back, and I kind of bounce around through some of the lives. When it comes to the videos, I'll go watch the shorts and the 10-minute videos first. Because I look at it, and if it's like a 30-minute video, I'm going to have to watch that later. But if it's a short, like those little shorts that they have, I'll watch those fully, thumb it up, comment, whatever. If it's about 10 to 15 minutes, I'll watch that. If it's longer than that, I have to set a timer. Like, let me go watch that, maybe Wednesday. But I do try to get to all of them in time for most of the people I follow. Some people I only get one video a week, but there's certain people I make sure to really put in the time and effort to watch everything they do. I just like the fact that you send me pictures of your catches, Polar. I'll be sitting there minding my business at work, and then I'll get ready to go out and have a cigarette and see I got a message from Polar, and I'll look, and it'll be a picture of a catfish you caught. Yeah, that's the average time, Polar. Kind of like 10 to 15 minutes is about that average time that people will watch where they can't actually live interact. Unless it's a beast mode. I mean, if it's a beast mode thing where you're like, you caught, you know, 10, 50 pounders in an hour, you might get people to watch for an hour. But when it comes to your average video without any production, just flat out, oh, here's a fishing video. If there's no production, B-roll, drone footage, underwater camera footage, something extra that draws them in, it's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes for your attention span, especially over here in the United States. I mean, you know, this country. 10 to 15 is about all people are going to devote to you unless you are putting out something nuts. You got to put out some epic video or Chunky Cat on his boat, something like that. If it ain't something crazy, you're only going to get a maximum of about 10 to 15 minutes of view time. And most of them are still going to scrub it. They're going to like skim through the video looking for that frame. They'll slowly scrub it and look for you holding up a big fish and then watch that. Yeah, neither did I, Polar. I thought I was going to be just a video content creator, and technically I could have, but I've been rushing them out just since I'm new. I've just been slapping them up there. I technically could film all day long a lot of times and then really cut it up, chop it up, throw some B-roll in there, things like that, throw the music in there. I could technically slowly produce like quality videos if I wanted to spend the time. But like I said, I still work 12-hour days when I'm at work, and I don't have the time and effort for that. Once I realized this live video thing was possible for me, even just chit chatting off my porch like this, even though there's only a few people in here right now, there's like what, two, maybe three. There's been nights where I've sat out here on my porch and had like 20 people chit chatting. I don't think so now because, as far as I know, I think Epic is still live, and there might be a couple other ones. So fuck yeah, big superstars out there chilling. Not gonna really draw no crowd sitting on my porch not fishing. So, but anyways, once I realized the live is what people are more interested in, no matter what you're doing, I figured, hell with it. I might as well investigate and start doing some live stuff. And you saw my first one. That's when I did the Streamlabs and didn't have the chat. I was talking to the screen like, hey, sorry guys, I can't interact with you. I can't see you. But then later that day, that shows how quick I'm trying to learn. The second live, the same day, I already had that chat up there and could interact with people. And now I'm doing the StreamYard thing because I noticed that's what most of you guys do in this community. So I investigated it, and I think, I don't know, it might take 3 or 4 more paychecks before I do it, but I think I'm going to pay for the actual, what do you call it, the professional StreamYard or whatever, so I can add more features, do away with the duck up there, and invite more people to the screen if need be. I technically don't need 10 people on the screen, but but if I get more hours or unlimited hours, if I get more kind of banner and editing content and things like that, the screen sharing, things like that, I'd be interested in doing that because I want to do a giveaway once I can. I mean, shit. Most people I notice, it seems like they do the 100 giveaway. Well, I'm at 122 now. Although YouTube seems to keep fucking me again. It took forever to get to 100 because every time I got the 99 and 100, it would drop 2 or 3 subs. Well, now, in the last 12 days, I'm not kidding, I have hit 122 and 123 over and over and over again. And then it says I have 119 and 118. But when I look in YouTube Studio at the actual graph that shows the 0 to 20 subs, I have technically not lost one single sub, according to them. But yet it keeps saying 122 and 123 and then dropping down to 119 and then back to 121 and 122 and 123. I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. I don't know YouTube. I've only been here 2 years as a creator. I mean, 2 months as a creator, but I've been here 10 years as a viewer. But now that I started putting out content and technically get subscribers, I'm like, what the hell is going on with them yanking people off the fucking list every day? I don't technically care about it, but I'm confused about it. Because if I look at one thing, it tells me I've lost none. I look at the analytics on YouTube Studio, and according to YouTube Studio, I've lost none. But according to the channel and YouTube Studio, I still only have 122, even though I gained 30 subscribers in 7 days and lost none in those same 7 days. So I'm like, why is it the same number then? This shit is weird. All right, let me scroll the chat again. Sorry, I get to get in that ramble mode and then have to scroll the chat. I don't know. Let's go by. Yeah, I remember that. That's the beauty of the fast forward button. Yeah, the fast forward button. That's what I'm talking about. The scrubbing, when they like grab the little bar and scrub it through your video. But see, that counts against you. Like, say you watch like 10 seconds and somebody's doing an intro and you're like, oh, let me skip the intro, and you start scrubbing through it. That actually like kind of counts against the thing. As far as stats go, but I don't care about that shit. Chad, I've seen you catch real nice chance. That is. Yeah, Turner, he has, because he sent me pictures before he even post stuff sometimes on the YouTube. I'll get like a little text message. Hey, here's what I caught tonight. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a nice fucking cat. Especially channels, they're underrated. I mean, there's been times I've cussed out catching a channel cat, but it's because when it hits and he goes, eh, and I'm thinking, oh, is this my next flathead or my blue? Because it's been a minute and I'm wanting it to be. that flat or blue, then it'll be a channel. So once I see it, sometimes I'm like, ah, shit, it's just a channel. But at the same time, it's a freaking fish. A fish is a fish, man. But yeah, I've cussed out channels. That keeps happening with some of my. Here, let me tap that. Still trying to remember to highlight comments occasionally. That keeps happening with some of my UK channels. One found often when the subs, new sub, they drop his channel. Like they build up their channel, then they drop the new support. Oh, well, yeah, that would be tacky. That's crazy. I don't know. It just keeps happening. Like, it took me forever to get to 100. Like, and then the weird thing was, I just happened to mention it in a channel I was watching live. Uh, the Kirkpatricks, Liz and James. I was in their channel, and they were talking about it, and some of their viewers were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I've noticed that too. Like, I keep getting to almost 100, and woo. Well, then all of a sudden I got like 3 subs off that live that they were doing, and people were like, yeah, I hooks at you, woo. And then later that night was when Turner dropped my link uh at the end of Brian B's live, and that's what seemed to have gotten me up to this new chunk to where I'm at 122. Well, I'm at 122. I've had at least 10 to 15 subs since then, but it keeps dropping right back down to 122. It's weird. That night that I caught, I just wish everybody came in during that moment. That's what sucks. I still need to download that and chop it up. It was an amazing fucking clip. I did timestamp that video, so if you go look at that video, the pinned comment is the timestamp to when it happened. It was the best moment of my first live before I went to my second live that night. I caught a fish in between the lives and posted that video too, but that live event was freaking hilarious. Reeling in a rod and reel combo and then hand lining in a freaking 3-pound catfish that was attached to that rod, and then finding out the rod and reel still worked afterwards. That was just sick. Yeah, I think that's like what I was trying to tell Bobby earlier. He texted me and said, I'm doing this live to try to help you get possibly some viewers from my channel too. Which is awesome, and I appreciate that. But I told him, I was like, dude, I'm doing this like the love of fishing. I have fished my entire life since I was like freaking 3 years old. I've literally been homeless and lived under bridges and had to go down to the river and pull strings out of the tree and hooks. Because, when you go down by the river, you see string and hooks and all that shit and little split shots and all that. You can put together a little generic ass rig. So I would put together a generic ass rig. I would lift up rocks by the water and find worms and pill bugs and things like that to hook on for bait and catch me some bluegill. Put them bluegill up on the bank and light a little fire with sticks and shit. I'd put bricks on and the refrigerator grate and cook me some bluegills to eat. So fishing helped me survive sometimes too. Not just have fun, but survive. I didn't have food if I wasn't fishing, so good time. But anyways, so I told him, I was like, it ain't about like trying to get me subs or whatever else. So I was like, if that happens, that happens. That's cool. I love it. But this is about fishing, creating memories, meeting new friends. That's what I'm trying to do. The people in this community, I have enjoyed meeting uh, via chat. Obviously, we ain't buddy face to face, and technically, normally I'm a hermit. I don't like people in general normally because I know they're fake, but I've enjoyed the people I've met so far via chat. Some people have reached out via text and Facebook and other things. That's cool too. But this will be my first like in person live meetup with the guy. And I'm like, I ain't worried about all that subscription shit. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I don't care. This is about fishing, having fun. The numbers will come when they do. Eventually, if I keep doing this, yes, I'll get some numbers, but I ain't worried about that. It's all about fucking shenanigans with people like Mike T. And tomorrow, Bobby. Sorry, I'm scrolling back again. I'm just lit. They bought me way too many shots at work. I had like 4 double shots of fucking Fireball before I left work, and then my lady had these beers at home for me. Last time I was fishing a channel and stuff. The water, it still sounded like a gunshot. Yeah, them fucking beaver tails sometimes are fucking awesome, Chad. When those beaver tails come up at that right fucking angle and just slap back down in the water. Uh, One of my videos has that. I'm fishing on the dock that I'm gonna take Bobby to tomorrow, and like right before that fish comes up to the dock, you can kind of see a little of that beaver tail action before I netted it. I love the beaver tail action from the catfish. Yeah, I hear that, Mike. Yeah, it is a it is a passion, but I mean, like I said, for more than one reason. One reason was I've been doing it since I was a lad, a freaking 3 years old, and I was raised by a single mother, so I kind of did it most of myself. But she did teach me. She showed me how to put the worm on and all that shit, but she kind of did the whole like I'm gonna do this once. So I was raised by a single mother. My dad left before I was born. I've never met him. Don't know shit about him. Don't care either. That doesn't affect me. But my mother was great, and she's the one that took me fishing the very first time. And she showed me how to do it, but she said, I'm only going to do this once. And I do remember at like 3.5 years old, literally, like I just remember the fun of the bluegills and the technically what I would consider bait fish now. Uh, I remember just being so thrilled with pulling them out of the water and then hooking on my own bait and catching more of them because she refused to touch them after that first time. She said, "Oh, you want to catch more fish? Then you need to put your bait on." And she opened the bucket and pointed it at me, and I had to hook my own worm, and I was hooked ever since. But hold on, did I see something about J Dog and Polar going? Is that you fishing with J Dog, Jay? Mike, me, Willie, and Jay going down there. All right, sweet. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm off Monday. I'm off Monday. I'm gonna have to check that out. You doing live for that? If you guys are live Monday, I should be able to catch most of that or all of it. I might have some of it in the background if I'm doing some honey-do list, but you guys doing that live? All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. I'll have to keep an eye on the channels Monday then. Uh, yeah, I'm off Monday, and it's supposed to rain. I probably ain't going fishing, so I'll probably be stuck around the house doing honey-do list. I mean, if the weather does clear up, I might get out there, but who knows? But if you guys are live and I'm around the house, I'm gonna be sure to tune into that shit. I was glad I was able to watch the Make a Wish or the Fish a Wish thing today. I didn't pay attention to the time originally when they said they were doing it. I assumed it would be like a late night prime time event, and I was kind of sulky. I'm like, shit, I work 12 to 10 to 11. Like, I'm gonna be at work all fucking day. But then when I woke up this morning, I woke up with some leg cramps. So technically, I shouldn't even have been awake yet. But I woke up, went to the bathroom, popped some magnesium and calcium pills, took a sip, had a quick smoke, looked at my phone, and I saw where it said live in 30 minutes or whatever. You know how you get that pregame warm up warning? I'm like, oh shit, I actually get to watch Fish a Wish. I was dead as fuck, but I watched it. I missed the very, very last 20 minutes of it while at work, but I did get to peek in most. I watched it all the way up until I went to work. Then I peeked in a few times while at work, and then I did get the wave at the very end, like, hey, hey. See you guys later. It was a great show. That was amazing how much they raised and good shit. I'm just glad I was able to watch it. It was an awesome event, and man, the fucking anglers were out there putting it on. Uh, Kevin's the only one a skunk though, wasn't he? I'm gonna have to give Motorin some shit. I won't give him shit, obviously, because that's a charity event. But as far as I know, by the time it was all done with, uh, yeah, Kevin didn't get anything, but it was a great event, just overall. The amount of money that was raised, the anglers were putting it out there. It was a good time. Yeah, it was. I told him in the chat. I think one like within the last 40 minutes, I was like, "Oh, this is definitely going to go way over 3,000 to double the event." I spent uh I spent 50 during the pregame, like 2 days ago, I think it was, when they were doing the pregame warm up. I did get the link and I was able to donate 50 then. And then today during a live, I donated another 20. And like I said, I mean, I live paycheck to paycheck. I technically shouldn't do shit like that, but I can't help it. I love the cause. I love how jacked up people were for it. I loved all the anglers that were out there today. So I just mustered it up like, fuck it, let me drop another 20 today too. So I put 70 on it total. And then, like I said, today was my birthday. So I actually decided to expand on this. They're doing the Fish a Wish. I saw how much Becca really loved this and was invested in this because of her, what was it, niece's story or something like that? I don't know. It was something like that. I just saw how passionate she was about it, and I saw how passionate the Fishers were about it. So on Facebook, I'm sure most of you know that you can just create a donation event for your birthday, and it goes to whoever you pick. I've already raised like 65 more dollars, not for the Fish a Wish, but the Make a Wish, the same foundation. Uh, Usually I pick St. Jude every year because that's that children's cancer thing to, So I always pick St. Jude, and every year it maxes out. One year I picked it to be 2,000 and it still maxed out. So I'm hoping this one does. I've only had it up for 1 day and it's gotten $65. So I'll keep sharing it. Yeah, her niece. I thought that's what she had said. Uh, So, anyways, I'll keep sharing it out because it's got like 2 more weeks. So, what I typically do is I'll share it like once a day because I'm not trying to pressure people out there. So, usually once or twice a day I'll reshare the event. But last time I checked, even though I just started it yesterday, I checked it while I was at work before I came home, and I had already raised $65 more for Make a Wish. But I'll tell you the highlight of my motherfucking day, Becca and Lance both friended me on Facebook. just the fact that they actually found me on Facebook, I'm like, that was a little extra. Because I do have a Facebook page called Mike's Fishing Home, but to actually come find me on my personal Facebook is not as easy, I wouldn't think. I don't know. Maybe it is. Who the fuck knows? But both of them, I was sitting at work and I had my phone next to me on my cutting board while I was slicing green onions and preparing for my night shift of service. Because we are a very high volume restaurant. Like, it's not uncommon to put out 300 covers. We're a farm, fresh to table restaurant and shit, so we get busy. uh, but yeah, I'm sitting there like slicing these fucking green onions, and my phone lights up, and I look over, and I just happen to, look over while still cutting, and I see Lance Makuka. I sent you a friend request. I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean you sent me a friend request? That's fucking Facebook. Are you shitting me? So I went over, boom. Obviously, instantly accept, send him a message. Hey, saw you sent me an invite. Thanks a lot, man. Turn my phone back off. Go back to cutting my green onions. Move those over. Start slicing up my daily vegetable. All of a sudden, I see my phone fucking light up again. I look over and it says, Mud Tramp, whatever her little number is there, sent you a friend request. And of course, you see Becca's face. And I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on here? So, Becca and Lance friend requested me on Facebook today. It's a good birthday. Sorry, I'm scrolling back here. Yeah, her knees, yeah, polar bear. Shriners Hospitals, yeah, I actually have. I think I might have done them once. That's like the red cap people with the little tassel type thing. I think I picked them 1 year. I just normally do the. Oh, god dang it! What did I say I was? There's just one that I know is so popular that it always maxed out, and it's good. It's about dealing with kids and cancer. Uh, god dang it! Sorry, the logo's kicking in now. I can't remember the name. But anyways, yeah, Shriners. I think I did do them 1 year. You may have shown up in there. Yeah, possibly, Val. I don't know. It was just random. Like all of a sudden, here comes Lance. And, oh no, you know what? I think I may know why. Because I did join that Fish a Wish group or whatever, and I remember when I posted, "Hey, I donated and dropped it in there." Woo woo woo. So that probably showed my name. They might have just clicked on that post and found me that way. I forgot about that. That might be how they found me. Either way, still a highlight of my day. I got to watch these people in the morning. It's my birthday. I've had a great day overall. My coworkers got me lit up. My lady got me lit up. And then I got 2 friendship on Facebook from the community. So, and then tomorrow I'm fishing with fucking straight to the point. My God, good weekend. Uh, Generally donate to Mayo Clinic for cancer research after losing my mom when I was 15. Oh man, yeah, that's brutal. So everybody had a good cause. Shriners is the reason I can love. Yeah, that Shriners like I said when I saw you mention it back up there. I remember it. I think I picked them one year. I'm not for sure. I might not have, but I might have like looked at it and then kept skimming. I don't know, but I do know that that's the one that has like they kind of have like the if I remember right, the organization has kind of like that cap with the tassel hanging off of it. The Shriner. I'm just hoping this one maxes out and goes beyond 2. Like because one year I set the damn thing when I was real popular on Facebook. I go through my spurts. Like right now, even though I'm near 5,000, I don't interact with people as much as I used to. But there's been times where I've like deleted 4,000 people because I was just fed up with it, and I went through a whole delete spree and kept only 1,000 people that I kind of considered pretty interactive with me. So I'm like, okay, I'll keep these people. But anyway, there's been times where I've been on there and it's just like it seems like I can't even fucking walk without tripping over 10 people trying to talk to me. So those years, when I happen to throw up my birthday charity, it would sell out instantly, max out, go all the way above. It'd like double and triple sometimes. I don't know why, but it would. So I'm hoping this one does. It's the first one I've done in a while, but just because I realized that Fins and Fines did the Fish Wish, which was a beautiful freaking thing, and then everybody was so into the Make a Wish Foundation, I went ahead and made that my charity this year to hopefully gain them even more. It hit 65 last time I looked, but that was before I even left work. The live chat says I'm the only one in here. Valerie says there's 2. Polar says there's 3. Well, there's 3 people at least. There's Polar, Valerie, Turner. That's 3. I don't even know how I got 3, honestly. I'm sitting on my porch fucking rambling my face off, and you got fucking like Epic Live out there. You guys must be at home on the computer watching multiple screens. I just came out to say, hey, what's going on tomorrow and shit. I'm stoked about it. But like I said, I got so fucked up at work because it's my birthday and so many employees bought me double shots. I'll sit here and ramble to the screen myself until it says 0. Or maybe not, because I do got some fishing to do tomorrow. But anyways, hold on, I'm gonna try to clear my notifications. So many notifications up there. There we go. I did that one night and it fucking exited me out. I'm like, God dang it. But the problem is I get so many like Instagram and Facebook and whatever other notifications up there that it gets so blocked up at the top. I want to clear it. 3 here. Nope. On my phone. Shenanigans. That I'm telling you, man. Even if you can't make it to me sometimes, because I just really I can't travel. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but I just I don't have that type of money to travel. But I swear to God, you want to do a little split screen sometime? Fucking email me up at Mike's Fishing Home at hotmail.com. Let's try to get something going, man. We'll pull some shenanigans on the split screen. And like I said, if you are technically available tomorrow while me and fucking straight to the points out there and you want to hop up on my thing, let me know. I'll drop the link so you can talk shenanigans against us. Like, look at this bitch ain't catching no fish. Tell you, if nothing else, I'm gonna catch bait fish galore. The dock I go to, like I catch big cats. I know there's fish that straight to the point will enjoy. I know they're there. Will he catch them? I don't know, but I know they're there, and I know my fish are there. But if I get bored enough, I'll sit there and just fucking plop bluegills out the water on your ass left and right. Yeah, I was watching Epic and Sean for a while earlier though, but I'm like, ugh, I'm fucking lit. I've done watched everybody else as much as I can right now. I'm just gonna go sit on my porch, shoot shit, talk some whatever, then get some sleep, and then I told my girl to wake me up early so I can get my shit going. But if I happen to be groggy in the morning, I'll just set it up at the lake. Like fuck it. All right, let's drag all my gear down there, and then you do what you got to do. I'm gonna start setting up. We'll get something together at the McLean eventually. They got to Indiana and fish with Thomas and Serena. Yeah, that's Serena. I like I think I've only seen maybe 3 of her videos. I know she was in the Iron Cat thing too and had a bad day of it, but I know she's badass. I've seen some of her and her man's videos. The gar they caught that night was cool, especially because she caught it first, then he got off, and then he caught it later, and they caught it. So that was a good video. But I seen the one like when she went down there and got all muddy too for the carp. That was a good video. But yeah, I like her. Shirena keeping it real. That's why I try to win her stickers and your stickers and everybody else's stickers. So far, I've only technically won 2. Has Life, I won his first. He was doing something where he gave away like 10. So it's kind of hard not to win almost, I guess. So Has Life was my first sticker. That's why that night I cracked a joke about Has was my first when he was in my life the night that you got him in there. uh where he's like, I popped a cherry. I'm like, yeah, that's a joke I was trying to crack. Uh but Mike Chavez cooking with Mike, fishing and cooking with Mike Chavez was technically only the second sticker I ever won. That was during the Iron Cat challenge, ladies challenge. I won the Mike Chavez sticker during Kevin's feed, and then he sent one of his little stickers with it. So I have 3 stickers now, which I did a video on. Has fishing and cooking with Mike Chavez and Palmetto. That's the only 3 stickers I have. Well, you should have had my email address now because I just bought your goddamn t-shirt. Mike's Fishing Home at hotmail.com. I just bought a t-shirt tonight, remember? It's got my mailing address in there. 2825 South Lincoln, Springfield, Illinois. There it is on live for all the bots to snag. Sorry, been getting tipsy. And thank you. Yeah, you want to send me some stickers? That'd be awesome, man. I'll slap you right up on there. Plus, once that T-shirt comes, I'll make sure to do a fucking live of fishing in that T-shirt. I got the Mike Turner one. Like I said, I do love the whole Grim Reaper aspect. That's more my style technically. But I'm fucking supporting the man I know, Mike Turner. So I chose the Turner one. Teespring don't show me orders or their email, just for future reference. Okay. No, but it does show the shipping address, I would assume. Maybe not. I would assume it show the shipping address because you have to know who to ship it to. Oh, really? All right. Well, hold on. Let me unplug this phone from the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and send it in a chat. Hold on. More. Post a comment. Come on, give me my keyboard. For some reason, my keyboard is not popping up. Do I gotta click chat? Oh, come on. What the hell? There it is, finally. Maybe I'm lagging. All right, hold on. I'm going to send my address and my email. I created a new email when I bought the Lose Rod. So here we go. I matched it to my channel name. So Mike's Fishing. All right, Mike's Fishing. Sorry, I'm just rereading it to make sure it's right. Mike's Fishing. Yeah, I went back down. All right. And where's all the autocorrects when it should be coming up? All right, that should be it. That's the email I created when I bought the Lose Rod. I decided to match it to my YouTube. My old email is ThunderCrew1, blah, 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 whatever. It's different, but the one that I've been emailing straight to the point with. But there's my new one. marksfishinghome@hotmail.com is my email. My address is 2825 South Lincoln, Springfield, Illinois, 62704. That looks straight, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in my back in the tripod. But yeah, that's the email I created for that fucking PayPal account shit to buy the lure rod. So I decided, hell, I'll just create a new one instead of using my old one. I'll create a new one and match it up to my actual stream here, so that once I start doing giveaways and things like that, it just makes sense to have it all aligned. So same thing on Instagram. My Instagram is the same thing. It's Mike's Fishing Home on the Instagram. The only one I fucked up on is Facebook. It's called like Mike's Fishing and Home Cooking. Because eventually I'm going to do some cooking too, because it's what I do for a living and I do create and get creative and whatever. I don't have these massive ass char broilers and barbecue pits and things like some of them, but I do know how to create good food combinations. So that'll eventually be in the mix, probably more in the winter time. But yeah, that looks good to me while I'm looking at it. Mike's Fishing Home at hotmail.com and 2825 South Lincoln. Yeah, that's my email and address. God dang it. I think I need to buy me a new machine soon. Sometimes this tobacco seems to hang out the end of it and kind of gets like curly haired and messes with my filters going on the tube. Had this machine for about 8 years, so it's probably about time to get a new one. It only costs $5, but they last forever. Alright, go grab a screenshot. Yeah, when I order from store for the giveaway, I'll put in the winner's address. Ship directly. Yeah, that's right. So like I said, I researched since I started switching over to the StreamYard. Now I did Google the whole hashtag giveaway thing, and I realized it's technically not a StreamYard tool. It's actually like a generator. It's basically an online generator. But you put your stream link into that generator, and then tell it what the hashtag is going to be. And then, so when people hashtag the shit in your stream, that's when that generator is picking it up. That, okay, that stream has generated these people putting in that hashtag, and that's how it randomly skims through them, from what I gathered. Because I tried the little spinning wheel on StreamYard. I did a test one night with that, and I had the wheel on my screen. It was just stuck there. It wouldn't do nothing now. So I'm glad that I'm getting into the StreamYard with the rest of you guys and researching how to use shit. But yeah, it's basically what it is. You're doing a share tab screen, and you're using a randomized generator for a hashtag collection, and you're putting in your YouTube feed from the live event, and that's how it works. Which is why I think the only reason Bob had issues today on Fingerfine was he had his maximum limit, I think, on screen, so he couldn't share screen. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking, God dang it, I'm thinking that's what happened. Because when I counted his screen up, I'm like, yeah, he looks maxed out. So I think that's why he couldn't share screen, and they had to do the dual device, you know, giveaways today, where it wasn't up on screen. I'm thinking he had too many people up on screen, so he couldn't do the share screen. I might be wrong, because like I said, I'm fucking new. I don't know shit about it, but just in general, ideal and theory, I think that's what happened. Am I talking to myself? My chat hasn't moved. Uh, Alright, Turner, take it easy, man. Shenanigan brother. We gonna get there eventually. I know that'll be fun. Valerie's still here. I see you, Valerie. Come get some. I should have went to see Wild. I got a fish with fucking straight to the point a while. Ah, Jesus Christ, get away from me. I got a check from the malls. There was like 3 malls swimming by me. See you, Turner. Have a good night. Check my notifications again. So what else is going on out there, Val? I don't know, because I'm just chilling out on my porch. Lit up as all hell. Eager about tomorrow. Especially because, oh my god, I'm gonna try to use that rod that I caught. You was there live, weren't you, Valerie? I could have sworn you saw that live when I caught that fish off of that pole. Come on, you freaking moths, quit it. Keep getting smacked in the face by a moth. I can't remember if you saw it later. Yeah, I thought you were. Because, like, I was freaking out when it happened, and I'm like, what the hell? But then when I sat back, I was kind of like looking at the chat for a minute, and then I was like, I gotta have a cigarette and a beer. And then I kind of like went back into my own world for a minute because it was crazy. But I thought I remembered you like going, wow, and that's amazing, and things like that. But yeah, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that reel from my car real quick. I haven't unpacked any of that. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring it out here and see if it actually still works. Because I want to use it tomorrow if it does. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let me move this. I still got it. Here it is. That's the little ride. I am going to unhook it. This is literally the hook. Hold on, let me untangle it up here too. All right, there it is. That's the wow. That looks big on the screen. Trust me, this is not a big hook. It's like a 1/0 hook. It looks big that close, but that's a 1/0 hook. This string is probably about 10 to 12 pounds. I push the button. Reels out fairly smooth. I would need a weight on here though. There's no weight, but it's pulling out. So I could see if I put a 1 or 2 ounce weight on there, that would easily cast out. It's not having an issue coming out of the reel, even though it was in the water. All right, let's reel it. Oh my god, it's not really having that much of a problem reeling either. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. It's not the best reel. It's a little sketchy. I'm feeling some kind of tension and drag while I'm trying to reel it. But I could do one of two things. I could use this as is, which I probably will, just for freaking shits and giggles. I can use this as is for a bait rod, or possibly even a small catfish rod. Or what I could do is take this reel out just because it is a little sketchy on the reel. It peels out if I cast it. But I mean, my God, this thing is so hilarious. It's like, that's it. That's the whole reel. But yeah, I can bend it in half and touch the reel. Look at this thing. If you remember, I did that the night that I caught that catfish on it. Look, right there. The eye from the top of the rod is what I'm holding right there. And I can touch it to the reel. This thing does not break. So that'd be a fun little thing to add to the show tomorrow. Not bad for free. Yeah, not bad for free at all. I mean, like, worst case scenario, I got a cool rod. The reel technically still works. It's just I can kind of feel a little bit of like tension that shouldn't be there. It does it's not a smooth reel. You know what I'm saying? But what's killing me is this line in here is not weak either. This line is probably about a 10 to 12 pound line. I wouldn't think that would be in this tiny rod. Especially this weird. Look how generic the drag is. It's just that generic ass basic. Oh look, I have a drag tension right here. You know, I could loosen or tighten the drag right there with that little bit to where the fish could pull it out. It's a terrible reel in my opinion, but this was definitely a combo because it's called a pitching stick. You can like right here. It says pitching stick. That's that. That's that reel and rod that I pulled out of the water that night with the catfish on it. But it is by Shakespeare. And I'm not gonna lie, Shakespeare is not that bad of a brand. That's a ugly stick. I have a big ass Shakespeare ugly stick. Well, holy shit! Hold on, I gotta go accept this. Did you just do a FR on Facebook? I want to make sure it's you before I fucking leave to accept it. Did you just find me on Facebook, Valerie? Okay, apparently. All right, let me accept it. Oh, yeah, that's your face. Let me hit confirm. Well, what the hell? I hit confirm that it shouldn't have taken me away from. Jesus Christ. That's bogus. Go to click accept, and it took me completely out of StreamYard over to Facebook. Uh, you actually got me on what do you call that? Instagram too. I started Instagram, and yeah, I'm back. It was weird. I didn't know that when I click accept up in my notifications, it would yank me out of StreamYard, but it did. Uh, but yeah, I got you on the Instagram too, because I remember when you tagged me in a post about the or the what do you call it? The benefit. I was like, yeah, I already donated to it, and I donated it again today. But yeah, that cracked me up. I thought with the notifications being up there, I could just click it and it'd be fine. All I did was click accept your friend request, and it yanked me out of StreamYard and took me over to Facebook. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But luckily, you get to come right back in. All right, I want to know who's the bot or who's the lurker. It says there's two people, but you're the only one chit chatting over there. Oh yeah, absolutely, Val. That's fine with me. Uh, Facebook, I've been on forever too, kind of like YouTube. If you notice, it's kind of funny if you look on my channel. It says I've been on here 10 years. I didn't start creating content until 2 months ago. Ah, Deadpool. Maybe Deadpool is the lurker. What's up, Deadpool? Hey, do you know Bobby Blades? Straight to the Point Outdoors, Deadpool. Me and him are actually doing live fishing tomorrow together, like in person. He's in my state for a wedding, and we set it up to where me and him's gonna be fishing tomorrow on my lake in Lake Springfield. And thanks for throwing out the eyeballs. I was wondering who was here. I knew Valor was here because she's chit chatting with me, but it said two people was here. Oh man, straight to the point outdoors is cool. You might have to check him out tomorrow, maybe if you happen to peek in while we're live. Check out his channel. Straight to the point is cool. He's one of those big supporters of all this community that we all kind of watch. It's my fucking birthday. I got lit up at work. I should have already been setting up my rigs for tomorrow and whatever, or going to bed, but I got lit up, so people started chit chatting. So I started chit chatting. I don't see where you have group page on Facebook. It's not a group page, Val. It's hold on. Let me see if I can grab it. I might accidentally hop out again, but I'll be right back. So thanks, Deadpool. Fucking 46 years old, man. I'm getting up there. Anyways, Val, let me grab it. It's not a group page. It's a an actual Facebook page. Not my wall, which you just friended, but a page. It's called like Mike's Fishing Home and Home Cooking or some stupid shit like that. I'll be right back. Let me try to find it. I will be I'll log back into this thing if it logs me out. Where's the share link? Alright, I'm back. That's so crazy how you have to leave to get this shit. It's not a group page. I'm gonna drop the link here. It's an actual page. It's not a group, and it's not my wall. It's a page that I created. I haven't done much with it, but anyways, here comes the link. Come on, paste. There it is. It's actually a page. I did some Facebook lives from it. That's where I downloaded them and then uploaded them to YouTube. They're in my archives of archive live streams or whatever I call it in my playlist. Because Facebook is actually cooler than YouTube with that whole live stream shit. You don't need no certain amount of subscribers. You can go straight live on Facebook. So, anyways, I had a couple of those. That was the very first thing I did when I went on vacation in July when I started all three of these. No, that's not the one you friended. Trust me. You friended my actual Facebook account. This www.facebook.com/Mike J. Surratt. That's actually my page, which is different from a wall. You friended my wall, like my actual personal account. This link I just dropped is actually my page, where when you respond to a post there, if I respond back to you, it comes across as Mike's Fishing Home responded to you. But if you comment on my post on my wall, it'll say Mike J. Surratt because that's my name. But this link I just posted, trust me, that's a page you have to follow or whatever. It you have to like and follow it. It's not a friend request thing. It's almost like a YouTube page, or a channel, I guess you'd call it. You have to like it or subscribe to it or whatever you want to call it. I guarantee if you click that link, you'll notice it's different from what you just sent a friend request to. All right, it says there's 4 people in here. Who's lurking? Who do we got peeking in on us that's just chilling out in the background? I know Deadpool was here, and by the way, thank you for the happy birthday wish. So that's Deadpool and Valerie. That means there's 2 other people. Who's lurking? Throw me a wave, a thumbs up, or fuck off. So I'm scrolling out. Yeah, I don't see anybody else back there. Ah, God dang it. I hate that. Try to scroll this thing sometimes and you accidentally. Hey, Dipple. And Valerie's back. I'm still wondering who the lurker is. But, anyways, I was trying to scroll this and it kicked me back out of it. Anyways, yeah, I'm stoked, Deadpool. I guarantee you gotta know straight to the point outdoors. I've seen you in so many of these feeds, and he's always in there too. So you might see some people refer to him as Bobby or Bobby Blades, but his channel name is Straight to the Point Outdoors. I would link it right now, but I'd probably get kicked out of here again. All I was doing a minute ago was trying to scribble a chat and it threw me out. Yeah, Val, I actually do have a Facebook group page, but it has nothing to do with fishing or anything. It was just so I do technically have a group, but it's nothing to do with fishing. It's more about political rantings, uh crazy sexual debauchery, whatever, jokes and memes and shit like that. It has nothing to do with fishing at all. It's more about my past stuff. But as far as this fishing thing, I have been fishing my entire life, and it just got to the point where I saw so much fishing on YouTube where I was like, man, I should go ahead and start doing that too. I should just do some home rant, some whatever, some YouTube fishing, things like that, some cooking, stuff that I just do in life and whatever. So, uh, 2 months ago, it was literally like July, we went on a family vacation. And in July, I decided to create the Instagram. I never had Instagram before that. So I created the Instagram. I created the Facebook page, which I just posted the link to. And I changed my name to Mike's Fishing Homes. I used to watch these catfish channels like Has Life and Chunky and Catfish Dave and all these other people that I was watching. My name was actually Mike J. Surratt. But I just, oh, whoops. I still have the your back highlighted. See if I can unhighlight that. Anyways, but when I went on vacation, I decided to change all the names to Mike's Fishing. Oh, there it goes. To kind of try to correlate the, what do you call it, social media shit. God dang it, I can't do it here. Are you saying you want to be a mod? I don't know. I can't do it here. It says I'd share links for you, but what's the but? Oh yeah, STTP. I have seen him in chat all the time. Yeah, straight to the point outdoors. Yeah, me and him are literally fishing in person tomorrow. Well, I guess I should say today. It's 3:30 in the morning. Me and Straight to the Point are gonna go fishing today, Deadpool. He's meeting me at Lincoln Memorial Gardens by my lake so I can take him from there to a fishing spot. He had a wedding in Illinois, and uh, I say about a month and a half ago, he mentioned something in chat, and I said, "Oh yeah, shit, let me get a screenshot of that, and I'll try to remember." Because he was mentioning that he'd be in Illinois. So one night, while I was drinking again, I happened to go look at my camera B-roll, and I'm like, "What the hell's this?" And I saw a screenshot of his email address and shit. So I emailed him and said, "Hey, brother, I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about, but apparently I took a screenshot of your email. What's going on?" He goes, "Yeah, we were talking about maybe going fishing together," and then it just went from there. Oh my god, there's a giant slug crawling on my fucking camera. Are you kidding me? I should go throw him in my turtle tank. Let me grab him. Get off of there. Oh, where'd he go? Come here. I'm gonna pull him up, see if you can see him on camera. Well, maybe. Now he's balling up into a tiny little ball. Check it out. This little slug was crawling across my freaking tripod. Get away from me. If he was a lot bigger, I'd take him for bait. I can be, but it's not necessary. But I can't share links for you. Anyone with that? Yeah. I would do that. Tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, Valerie Bait. I'll replay the live chat and hit you up with that tomorrow. Then, Valerie. I would have already thought you was in here by now. I've made so many people wrenches, especially the early supporters. And you are one of the original ones. Oh my god, I got a snail trail on my fucking hand. Anyways, when I fished in the Illinois River, when I lived in Peoria, I used to use big old slugs for bait. And I caught everything from like 30-pound catfish to 6-foot eel on those slugs. They just put out that little slimy trail in the water. And it attracted so many different things. I'd catch big old catfish. I've caught a massive drum on them. But the craziest thing I ever caught was like a 6-foot freshwater eel. It was crazy. Big old long green eel with the big red gills sticking out of his neck. I didn't even know we had eels there until I caught one on a big fat ass slug. Well, yeah, but see, that's normal hours. How about those UK hours? Although I did add a few. I know now. See, Mike Turner's really good about sharing the UK links too. But Rich and Leo, probably the Frogster. If not, I should put the Frogster up there. But anyways, and then you, I'll get you in there when I replay this live or within the next couple of days. I still got one looker though. You're there, and Deadpool is there, but it says 3 people was watching. I'm not one of them. It doesn't count me. All right. Probably gonna have one more cigarette. Chug one more beer. And then head in there, go to bed unless more people pop in. Because I gotta get ready for tomorrow with Bobby. Although technically I'm crazy. If I'm chugging beer, smoking my smokes, and if for some reason all of a sudden 10 people came in here, I could hang out all the way until tomorrow night. Like, leave here, go fishing, come back home, and still do that shit. Well, the other night I stayed up until 8 o'clock in the morning. I was on my porch until I think 3, chit chatting with people who were watching me. Then I went and watched Green Machine and Two Stands when they were doing their morning thing. Then I thought I was gonna go to bed, so I told them, "Hey, good night, guys. I gotta get to fucking bed." But then I saw 2 other people that I like was live, so I watched them. And then I caught some UK person alive for a while. It was like 8:30 in the morning when I went to sleep, and I had to be at work at 11 a.m. So I got an hour and a half nap before bed. Click my notifications and hopefully not close the freaking thing again. Am I still live or did I freeze up? It says 4 is watching and But the chat, stop. I'm sorry, I'm still new to this shit, so it kind of confuses me occasionally. Like, how's the viewer numbers going up in the chat? Stop. Speaking of which, let me try one more thing, just in case. I doubt it, with only a couple people, but yeah, my sleeping is fucking nuts. All right, where the hell? Oh yeah, gotta go back here again. I'm gonna throw a link in. I doubt with only a couple people it's gonna happen, but if you click the link and then you click to allow StreamYard to have access to a mic and camera, you can technically come up on a split screen with me, even if you don't have StreamYard. Just for anybody who doesn't know that. Oh, you stupid thing. There it is. Just in case somebody doesn't know, if you click that link from somebody who's hosting a stream, even if you don't have StreamYard, you can click that, click allow camera microphone, or just if you don't want to be on camera, you can click allow microphone and don't allow camera. It'll just show a little avatar or whatever. It won't show your face, and then you can still chit chat through your microphone as a host on a split screen with the host. That's what I'm trying to get some of the people who don't know how to get their StreamYard to work, and I'd like to get them on that. Where like just click that, you can get more comfortable with using StreamYard even if you don't have it yet. Probably gonna have to have one more Four Loco before I go to bed to go fishing with Bobby tomorrow. Anybody have an update on how Epic and then Sean are doing on the boat? Ooh, I'd probably try to go watch them right now, but if I did that, I'd be up all fucking night. I need to try to get a little nap before I go fishing tomorrow. It's a malt liquor technically. Here, let me show you. I should be able to get this lit up enough. Yeah, there it is. Four Loco. It's this one here is watermelon. It's one of my favorites. It's 12% by volume. And it's a what is it? I think 23.5 ounces, if I remember. 12% by volume. Can't find the ounces on here. If I recall right though, it's like 23.5 ounces. It's slightly just under 24 ounces as far as the size. See, it's a big ass can. I mean, I'm not a small dude. Look at my big ass hand. And it takes like two and a half of my hands to cover the beer. So It's a big ass can. It's malt liquor. It's 12% minimum. They have a few flavors that are 14%. But watermelon is my favorite. Fruit punch is my second favorite. Other than that, I'll take whatever they have if they don't have my two favorites in stock. But yeah, if you research Four Loco or ask people who have had Four Loco, they'll tell you the shit knocks on your ass. That's why I don't drink it when I go out fishing. If you've seen any of my live fishing videos, which I know you have, you normally see me drinking a big can like this, but it's usually a Budweiser when I'm out fishing. Because uh I can drink a case of these big ass cans of Budweiser and not feel shit hardly. I can walk. I'm not gonna fall and stumble on the rocks. I can take a half hour break before I get in the car, take off, and be fine. So that's why I drink Budweiser when I'm out fishing. It's weak. This shit here, I like to drink when I'm at home because I feel sad to say it, but I'm a highly functioning alcoholic. I drink these until I can't even think no more hardly, and then I'll get a 2 hour nap and go to work and be absolutely fine. So I am a huge Four Local guy when I'm at home. I'm probably gonna go have one more before I go to bed. Uh, but when it comes to like being out on the lake or going out and doing things or chilling in the backyard and doing things, whatever, doing honeydew list, trying to just relax, uh, I'll sip the Budweiser because that's, basically water to me. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab one more out of the refrigerator. I'll be right back. All right. Next, I'll show you my three favorites here. I'm only drinking two of them, but all right. So, like I said, watermelon. You already saw that. That's my new one. I'm about to start drinking this one, the second one. But here's my other favorite. My lady picked these up for my birthday. She got me a bunch of them. She got me a 12 pack. Big ass Four Loco fruit punch. And then my favorite booze. I've gone through a lot of phases. Vodka, whiskeys, uh, Jägermeister for a little while. Bourbon. I like bourbons, but right now my main thing is Fireball. I like those too, so I'm gonna go ahead and nightcap this Fireball down and this watermelon. Fruit punch, I'm gonna just sit back over here and put that in the refrigerator in a little bit. But yeah, I like that Fireball. I would suggest if you do put it on your grocery list, only get one. Start with one. If you've never had a Four Loco, if you've never had this, just start with one. Don't waste money because you might drink it and be like, "Holy shit, I can't do that." Fireball, everybody's go-to. Yeah, kind of. It's just a smooth. It's a whiskey. It's got that nice little smooth cinnamon flavor. Good stuff. But I just gotta warn you when it comes to the logo, just buy yourself one. See how it does. It is one of those things that some people cannot handle it at all, no matter how much they think they're a drinker. Like me, shit, I can drink a gallon of Fireball, but I can usually only do about 3 of these max in a night. I mean, well, not max, because there's nights where I've drank like 6 when I got really fucking nutty. Uh, but I'm a firm functioning alcoholic where I'm like, yeah, alcoholism a cure all like a dummy. So, but I'm gonna say if you've never had one, only get one. I don't drink very often anymore. Oh yeah, well you definitely don't want just get one. You might find out that when you wake up the next morning, there's still 3/4 of it there because you couldn't get through it. Four Loco is a beast. I'm gonna say ask Deadpool because I assume he's still there, and I would think Deadpool knows about some Four Loco. This is some wee owl there type shit. I got one liquor still though, because I know you're there. I know Deadpool's there. I'm wondering who that third liquor is. Maybe it's Bobby. Like, what's this bitch doing? Why is he still awake? We supposed to be fishing tomorrow. What's he doing? I'm just adding up view hours, man. If anybody's still there, view hours. I like a glass of wine, and now and then definitely put on my list. Yeah, I like wine when I'm cooking and eating certain things. Depending on what I'm doing, like if I'm cooking a really nice fucking seafood, dish, sometimes I go with the white, either to drink or in my cooking. If I'm eating a steak, especially because I like to season it up, I like a nice Shiraz. I know most people go to like, Merlot or Pinot if they're into the mild shit. Then they go to Shiraz and Zinfandel and Cabernet if they're into the heavier shit. To me, it depends on what I'm cooking when it comes to wine. I'm not a wine drinker, but I do like to drink specific wines for specific meals. You give me some scallops, blackened scallops, I want a little Chardonnay with it. It's not sweet, it's not dry, it's nice and mild with my blackened scallops. But if I'm drinking, or if I'm eating like, a nice 6 pepper steak fucking thing or something like that, I want a Shiraz or a Cabernet or something like that. Someone may have to sleep with the streamer. Yeah. They might have, but I don't know because they came in later. See, and now they left. Now it says two. That's what I'm saying is they came in later. Like you and Deadpool was already here, and then a third person hopped in, according to the streaming ways. There's like a little number right here, and it says two now. So I assume that's you and Deadpool now. A third person popped in, and then there was a fourth person for a minute, but neither one of them talked. Yeah, the red Zinfandel, not the white Zinfandel. White Zinfandel is trash. But an actual real like red Zinfandel is really good, especially with steak or any kind of pepper, like a peppered pork. It'll work with that too. A true red Zinfandel is great with steak and pork. I'm still laughing at this. I'm gonna catch me a goddamn fish on this tomorrow. I swear. This fish, I mean this pole that I caught during my life is gonna catch me a fish during my life tomorrow. I swear. I don't care what I gotta do. Even if I gotta put a bobber and split shot on there, I'm catching a bluegill on that pole, if nothing else. I like a nice infinite. I don't like dry wine at all. Yeah. Then you like trash, god dang it. Yeah, I'm sorry. And now I will agree. There is one sweet wine I like, but I really have to be in the mood, and I really have to have like the proper accompanying food. Moscato. Moscato is sweet. I can't do that white Zinfandel. That's white Zinfandel is just I call it white trash. White Zinfandel is white trash, in my opinion. I'm not saying they're bad if you drink it. I'm just saying that's my opinion because I'm a wine snob. Now, I can do Moscato with the proper food accompanying. Oh, I didn't say you were. I'm just saying, like, it's just white Zinfandel is that one thing that I literally, as a sober, have accidentally had moments where I said, you really want a bottle of white trash when they order white Zinfandel? I'm like, oh shit. And I've had to apologize. Like, I'm sorry. It's just I'm a wine snob and we don't think white Zinfandel is wine. So occasionally white trash slips out of my mouth. Oh my God. No. You want to hear the funniest story ever, though? All right. I am about 19 or 20 years old. I'm still a youngster, about 19, 20. I am working at Red Lobster. Red Lobster used to have what they called as the fresh catch of the day. And I walk up to this table. It is a five top or maybe six top, whatever. Five or six ladies, all ladies. Our fresh catch of the day is technically rainbow trout. But I walk up to this damn table and I do my normal spiel, and I'm talking about the rainbow trout. But what I said was our fresh catch is rainbow twat. Oh my god, yes, I just fucking told 5 ladies our fresh fish is rainbow twat. And then they all started chuckling. I'm turning red. I can feel the heat flushing in my face. I'm like turning red. But then I got saved because one lady at the table said, I don't give a damn how fresh it is. I ain't eating no twat. And then they all start laughing. So then I start laughing. Then it all blows over. But that is probably the most horrendous ever mistake I ever made at a table, like by getting tongue twisted. Trying to say our fresh trout was fresh twat. And she said, I don't give a damn how fresh it is. I ain't need no twat. And it just blew everything over. Crazy story. Yes. Yes. I said it. It happened. Luckily, that lady saved me by what she said, though. I don't care how fresh it is, because I told her the fresh catch. She said, I don't care how fresh it is. I ain't eating no rainbow twat. Then all of them started laughing, and then I started laughing. So it was all good. It was just a weird tongue twister moment because it was rainbow trout. But I'm talking to these ladies, it just came out rainbow twat. I don't, I don't know why, I don't know how, but it happened. That was my most horrendous. But yet, it came out okay because they had a good time with it. They joked and it ended up okay. But my God, that was horrible. I felt my face just like my forehead was itching. I was so red. I blushed. Yeah, I'm gonna roll a cigarette and then scroll back that chat. I think it's still. I think it's just only me and you right now. But God damn. Anyways, yeah, that was some funny shit. That was one of my funniest serving moments ever. I'll never forget it. And I was only like 18 or 19 when that happened. Been a long time since then. Normally, by now, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You say something that offends me, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna snap on you. But at that point in time, I was beat red. I know I was. I could feel the heat in my face. Like, oh my god, did that really just happen? But the ladies were cool. So yeah, it didn't get crazy. I'm like, oh my god. Jesus Christ, come on, filter. Let's go back to the straight ride. Yeah, it is a straight ride. I'm gonna use it tomorrow. I'm telling you. Yeah, Moscato is nice. Yeah, Moscato is a little too sweet, but it's good for certain things. Right. I walked up as soon as I saw five ladies. I should have been, oh shit, something's gonna go wrong. No, but they were troopers. I'm telling you. Like I said, I misspoke, and she just said, "I don't give a fuck how fresh that twat is. I ain't eating it." So I came across the right table to accidentally stumble. Oh, I'll tell you another funny. This one is actually like I tried to be funny and it paid out. I got a $50 tip plus a 20% tip on the bill. Uh, this group of biker chicks and biker dudes came into Steak and Shake way back when I was like 19. I was only like 19 years old back then, maybe 20. But anyways, so I'm working at Steak and Shake, and all of a sudden I found myself waiting on a fucking like 12 top of bikers, girls and guys. This big old fucking monstrous biker fat titty girl comes up on me like, "Why do you slice your pickles the long way?" And if you remember Steak and Shake, they always brag about slicing their pickles the long way. So anyways, she comes up, "Why do you slice your pickles the long way?" And I go, "I don't fucking know. Maybe we're trying to say we got long fat pickles." She goes, "What?" And I said, "Long fat dicks, pickles, dicks. We got long fat dicks. I don't know." She laughed her fucking ass off, and she said, "I've asked that question of every Steak and Shake waiter, and they always give me the stupid bullshit answer about, so you get a pickle in every bite." She goes, "I've been waiting for the funny answer." She pulls the motherfucking money out of her bra and gives me that. And then later on, they still gave me 20%. So I ended up making damn near almost $100 off that biker table because I cracked the joke about maybe we're trying to say we got long fat ass pickles. Oh hell yeah, you do like bikers. I'll tell you another good group like just your traditional server group or bartender group or like gay folk group that go out and hang out all the time. They're typically a good tip if you know how to bullshit with them. What time we got up here? Fucking Christ, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, we're supposed to have a. We're not supposed to. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to, no matter what. That's crazy. My first live YouTube collaboration with a channel that I actually watch. That's sick. It's awesome. I'm so happy. Like that's just amazing. I, I might not even catch a damn fish and don't catch. Well, I will because nothing else. The dock I'm taking them to, if nothing else, there's tons of bluegills and crappies and shit right off the end of the dock. So I'll catch the shit out of some bait fish if nothing else. But it's just gonna be fun. That oh my god, somebody I actually watch on YouTube, I'm actually going to get to fish with. That's awesome. Especially the fact that I've only been doing it a few months. So happy. But I'm like, let me keep getting tipsy at 4 o'clock in the morning. But I reiterate, this little son of a bitch is gonna make an appearance tomorrow. That's that rod that I caught that catfish on during my live. I still can't believe this thing though. This is the weirdest part. I just can't. I don't get it. I have never in my life had a rod that can do this. Look at it. There's the tip. I'm gonna hold the tip right here. Let me put it towards the. That's the tip. I literally get to bend the tip all the way to the rod. I mean the reel. Look at this thing. It's literally. That means I could literally have like 100-pound catfish on this fucking rod. It wouldn't matter. That is so crazy. The fact that the tip bends to the reel. That is the wildest thing I ever seen. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of things, but that is crazy. So, I'm going to catch me a fish on that tomorrow, Val. I do too. I am going to catch me a fucking fish. I don't care if it's a bluegill or a 20-pound catfish. I don't care. Something is going to get caught on that rod as a hey, like a throwback. Hey, you remember last week when I caught this rod? Well, now I caught a fish on it legitly. Last week I hand lined a 2-pound, 3-pound catfish in off this rod that I caught off the bottom. I brought my reel in, like, let me check my bait. This had a bite a little while ago. Let me check it. Reel it in. What do I got on the end? A rod. Oh, hey, check it out. It's got a reel too. Hey, guys, look at this rod and reel. Then I put it down and I'm all tangled up. I'm like, oh, let me pull this string off my legs. I'm trying to pull the string off my legs. All of a sudden I feel pulling. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? Well, the wind and the waves are blowing, so maybe it's a sinker. I start pulling. Then I'm like, nah, this feels like a fish. Then I pull it closer and I go, ah, shit, I got a fish. Let me go get my net. I sound like a little girl. Let me go get the net for a 2-pound fish. But anyways, that shit was hilarious. I couldn't believe it. I'm so happy that was during an actual live event. Because people who actually supported me at that time got to see it. So. Anyways, like I told you earlier, if you're not used to Four Loko, don't be trying to buy 3, 4, 5. Just get one. Just get one, Valerie. See how it does you. Then later you can decide if you want more or not. Right? He was pulling a fucking rod around. I can't, and it was all tangled around him. I don't even know how he wasn't in worse shape. I actually saved a few catfish this year. I don't know if you've seen all my videos or not, but I caught one that had about 30 leeches on him. I got a pair of pliers and yanked all the leeches off real quick and got him back in the water. Completely safe. He was totally healthy when I yanked those leeches off. Then I caught one that had a hook way down his throat and about 3 feet of string wrapped around him. So I untangled the string. I could not. I felt bad because I could not get the hook out. I tried to reach back through the back of the gill, and I tried to reach down through the back front of the throat, and I realized no, I can't unhook him. But I did get to take about 3 feet of line off of him. I untangled him and then went down his throat as far as I could and clipped the string way back there. But the hook was literally kind of in that whole stomach thing down his throat. So I couldn't get the hook out. But I did get about 3.5 feet of line off of him. So that helped. And then I released him. The leeches one was the crazy one too, though. Because during the full video is actually called hot bite on a hot windy day. I caught like, I don't know, 10 15 fish in that video at least. But it was funny because I was showing a bunch of really pretty catfish and like, these catfish in this lake are so beautiful. They hardly never have no organisms or nothing on them and woo woo woo. And then like literally the very next catfish I caught had about 20 leeches on it. I'm like, oh my god, this dude looks like a bearded dragon. But anyways, so I cut it. I went and I grabbed my pliers and I yanked all the leeches off and then I turned it back on. And you could see the fish was still breathing, still healthy, and I went and released him back in the water. So save his ass too. Fucking get away from me, moth. Shit. Sorry. I got a moth attacking me while I'm trying to scroll the chat. You did. One can only and don't chug it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I do sometimes, but yeah. Get you one can of this. Wait, that's the back. Get you one can of this for a logo and don't chug it for your first time. Hell, I'm a pure, highly functioning alcoholic, and I usually sip 2 to 3 per night. You don't want to chug it. Freaking Christ, 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god. I still gotta finish this before I go to bed. Couple cigarettes. Not to mention, going fishing with Bobby frickin' Blade tomorrow. It's or today. It's 4 o'clock. Straight to the point outdoors. And Mike gonna be fishing. My god, just my stupid neighbor's light still sitting there blinding me. So it seems if I turn it to the left, it's see that light there. Doesn't seem to blind as much if I turn it this way. Fishing a new it. I don't know exactly technically what time we'll be there. I put mine at 2 p.m. just as a hey, it's up there, and I knew I could edit it. Then I saw his. He said, sorry. He texted me and said, I'm putting mine up at noon and a thumbnail. So what I did was I went and snagged his thumbnail. So we have the same thumbnail and we have the same time. I edited my time to noon. I technically don't know what time we're fishing because she's at a wedding and he's at a hotel and he's like 80 miles away. So I don't technically know what time, but I do know that once I get to the parking spot where I'm supposedly going to meet up with him, I'll fucking just plop my tripod up and go live, even if he's not there yet. Talk some smack, and then once he shows up, I'll be able to like angle my camera and go, "Oh, here goes Bobby Blade," and do the introduction. Then we will travel down the road because I gave him a basically a major landmarker to meet me at off the main road that goes down to where we're going to fish. So there can be like the whole meetup inflection, and then maybe if I can stabilize my camera enough, I'll set it in the car to finish the drive to the next spot. So technically, I don't know what the official time is, but that's what we're planning on. Due to his checkout time at the hotel, his 80-mile drive, meeting me there, and then us going to the fishing spot. But we're shooting for around the general time that we posted. Yeah, oh my god, it's 4:15 a.m. almost. Fucking, I'm still blaming the people at work. I didn't even I thought I was gonna just come home and go to bed. Apparently, I decided to throw this up, which wasn't bad because we had a few people in here for a while, and we got the chit chat. Got some Mike Turner chit chat. Got some Valerie chit chat. I went ahead and bought me a damn Turner t-shirt. Things like that. Supporting the other, shit. Supporting other local people. Or not local. I can't really call them local. I guess what I should say is community. Supporting community people. I don't think Turner was anywhere near me. Because he's talking about using like 12-ounce weights and shit. I don't need a 12-ounce weight. So he must be by big rivers and big or super heavy current lakes. So, yeah. I'm not technically supporting local all the time. I'm supporting the community, I guess. Oh, shit. All right, thanks, Val. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we have technically it it. I think we both set it up for the freaking noon. I could change mine possibly, like if I set it up for 11, so that I can just chit chat in my car while waiting for him to get there, and then be like, "Oh, and finally here comes Bobby." You know, like a lead up to him coming. Who knows? I don't know exactly how I'll do it, but generally speaking, it's definitely in the middle of the afternoon because he was doing a wedding thing, and then he's got to check out a hotel, leave the hotel and all that shit, and then an 80-mile drive. So it's probably going to be later than I technically would like. It's going to rain Monday and Tuesday, and I might not be able to get out there. So I technically would love to leave. Let's see here, 4:15. Yeah, I'd love to leave my house in about a half hour and go fishing now. But I can't do that because today is a collab day. Like, I gotta wait until me and him can meet up at the rendezvous point and then go fishing. So, dang it. Oh yeah, it would definitely be a first fucking amazing collaboration. Like, it's my first collab, no matter what. I don't know what he has done. I'm assuming he's done other collabs, but yeah, this is my first collab. Like, hey, I like to go fishing. I have another YouTuber that happens to be doing something near me and is gonna go ahead and come freaking fish with me. So yeah, my first collab. I consider it to be a major fucking deal, in my opinion. What's the damn time? But anyways, hell, since it is almost 4:30 in the morning, I guess I'll end this. Since I think, well, uh, obviously Val, you're still here because you're chit chatting. I think the only other person is Deadpool, who's not chatting. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Go in there, finish drinking my fucking loco, have another cigarette, crash out for a few hours, and then get up and start working my gear because yeah, I'm supposed to have to put on a show tomorrow. Yeah, but anyways, Val, yeah, it's gonna be anywhere from like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I don't know, somewhere in between there is when we're gonna hook up. He put his show on for 12, so I matched it and put mine on for 12. So we'll see. Epic is on his last cast and has one on the line. Oh yeah, Epic always has one on the line. All right, Val. Thanks a lot for chiming in. Especially since you're obviously doing this split screen, checking out Epic. I would too, but I can't on the phone. I just really don't know how to do it on the phone. But Epic and Tim and Sean are the man. I love them. All right, see you, Val. Uh, yeah, thank you. You too. Where's the freaking end? Oh, there it is. End. End.